Now today we'll be starting with tense. What is tense? Tense is just a form of verb. Form of verb which indicates the state of an action or the time of an action. Now suppose we take an example. We will take three examples of where we are having three tenses basically. First is present tense, past tense and future tense. If we take example, he goes to the school. Second example we will take, he went to the school. And in third example we will take, he will go to the school. Now in three of these sentences, what is changing? We can see that here goes, went and will go. So basically the verb is changing in these three sentences. First example is of present tense. Second example is of past tense. And third is of future tense. So basically we can see that by changing the verb, by changing the form of verb, we are changing tense. So what is tense? Tense is a form of verb which indicates about state of an action or time of an action. First of all, we will be starting with the present tense. Present tense. Now, what is present tense? Things that usually happen comes under present tense. Now in this we will first study about the simple present tense. Simple present tense. Now what is simple present tense? What is the sentence structure? Here sentence structure goes like this. Subject plus verb, first form S or ES according to the subject plus our object. For example, if I say he plays cricket, it's the simple example. So here he plays cricket. Subject, first form of verb. Here third person singular is there, so we will put S or ES with the verb. Whenever there is third person singular, we always put S or ES with the verb. For example, if I take another example, they play cricket. It is plural, so no S or ES with the verb. So now we will see the uses of the simple present tense. First, where it is used. Firstly, it is used in newspaper headlines. Newspaper headlines. For example, if I say student commits suicide. Although the student has committed suicide earlier, the day before or yesterday or some in the past, but we will here use simple present tense. So in the newspaper you usually see that most of the headlines are in simple present tense. They can be in past tense or future tense also, but mostly it is in simple present tense. If we take another example, PM plans to visit Singapore. Although he's planning and he will go in future, but still we are using here simple present. So these were some examples of simple present tense of newspaper headline. Now secondly, where it is used where formal official future notice. For example, formal official future notice. If I say school reopens on April 1st. It's a formal official notice. On the notice board you generally see these kind of sentences. Train departs at 2 p.m. It comes under formal official notices. Okay. Now the third use of simple present tense is habits or routines. habits or routine. For example, if I say, he seldom comes late. Okay, he seldom comes late. Or I drink milk daily. It is the habit of someone or a routine habit where you do things usually or almost daily. This comes under habits and routines. Now the fourth use of simple present tense is in universal truth. Universal truth. For example, the most simple example is the sun rises in the east. It is the most simple example. Universal truths are the things that are not under your control. They happen in nature automatically. And then another example, rivers freeze at high altitude. So rivers freezes at high altitude means at greater heights rivers freezes. So it is a natural phenomenon, so it will come under simple present tense. We can denote universal truth by simple present tense. Okay. Now we will be starting with present continuous. Present continuous, it is the tense which is used where we do things at the time of speaking usually. Okay. Now what is the use? First we'll study about its sentence structure. Subject plus is, am, are, verb first form, ing, and then your object. Okay. Now we will study about the uses of present continuous. First, used to show what is happening now. It means at the time of speaking what you are doing comes under present continuous. So for example, if I say I am teaching English, you can see sentence structure, subject, am, verb, ing form, then the object. I am teaching English. And second example, if you take, you are reading a book. So we can see at the time of speaking what you are doing comes under present continuous. Second use is extended present. Extended present means, for example, if I say Rahul is doing an MBA. Extended present means things that is going on right now. He is doing MBA. He is pursuing MBA. So it will come under extended present. Another example, Seema is working in a bank. So these are two examples we can see where it is extended present and we are using present continuous tense. Now the third use of present continuous tense is comment on someone. When you usually don't like the habits of people or you are getting irritated by those habits, we use present continuous tense. For example, he is always screaming. She is always praising her friends. So these are the things when we are commenting on someone, we can also denote it by present continuous tense. Now, one more use to describe future actions. Example, she is leaving for Delhi tomorrow. Although she is leaving Delhi tomorrow, but we can denote it by present continuous. He is resigning next month. So here we can see that we are describing future actions by present continuous tense. Okay. Now in present continuous we will read about some verbs after which we cannot use ing, and if we use ing their meaning changes. For example, if I say I am having a car, it is a wrong sentence. Why? Because having means you are possessing that car, you own that car, you cannot put ing with this. What will you say? That I have a car. Another example, if I take I am owning a house. I am owning a house. So we I am owning a house. So here owning is incorrect sentence because you will not use ing with this. Now if you are possessing something, if you are owner of something, you cannot say owning or having. It is a wrong sentence. What will you say here is I own a house. Okay. So there are some other sentences also like this. For example, if I say I am hating him, it is also incorrect sentence. Why? Because you don't use ing with hating. What will you write here? I hate. So there are some other verbs also. For example, see, hear, taste, smell, look, mean, own, belong, etc. You can find more verbs on the net. So these are some verbs which we cannot, after which we cannot use ing, and if we use, their meaning changes. For example, if I write a sentence, I am seeing a doctor today. Now here, what it means? Seeing means you are visiting a doctor today. Now, if I say, yes, if I take another example, for example, he is seeing her. Here, seeing means spending time with someone. Here, seeing doesn't mean that you are seeing someone. Here, seeing means spending time with someone. If I take another sentence, the judge is hearing the case. Here, hearing doesn't literally mean hearing. Hearing means he is taking a decision, or a convict is there, advocate is there, and he's just hearing, he's taking a decision on the case. So we can see the verbs. If we use some verb, if we use ing, their meaning changes. Now I take third tense, that is present perfect. Present perfect. If I say, see the sentence structure, it is subject plus has or have plus verb third form and then object. Now if I write an example, she has completed her work. If I see, she has completed her work. Subject, has, third form of verb and then object. Now if I say, if we take the uses, now present perfect tense is used where actions are completed recently. Suppose you have taken a lunch and now someone is offering you to eat something. Now what will you say? That thanks, I have taken my lunch. Why? Because you have you have recently had a lunch, so there is still the effect of that. You are full, you are no more hungry. So what you will say, I have taken my lunch. Another example, if I say she has just arrived. Now, if you have visited some place recently, what will you say? I have gone to Goa, or I have been to Goa. Which one is correct here? Here, first is wrong, second is correct. Although both sentences are right grammatically, but if you have visited some place, you will use this sentence because you visited that place and you still have memories of this place. Although it is not in recent past, you have visited a long time ago, but still you will write this. This sentence means that you still are in Goa only. So you will use this sentence that I have been to Goa. Now we will be starting with another tense. What? Present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous. Okay, what is the sentence structure? If I say subject has or have been, verb ing, then the sentence, then since or for. Since is used for point of time and for is used for period of time. For example, if I say a sentence, now we will see the uses. It is used things that started in the past and are still continuing in the present. If I take a sentence, she has been playing since morning. Here, subject has been, verb ing and since morning. Here since, why since is used? Because morning is the point of time. If I say he has been studying for 2 hours. Here 2 hours is a duration of time. It's a period of time. So here we are using for point of time we use since. Now one more sentence is I say I am tired as I have been cleaning my room since morning. So you can see here present perfect continuous tense is used in another way. Two sentences are joined. So we saw the uses of present continuous tense here. Present perfect continuous tense is here.